welcome to the Voice of the Lord. Our verse for today is in Psalms 60, verses 11 and 12. Give us aid against the enemy, for the help of man is worthless. With God, we will gain the victory, and He will trample down our enemies. There are many enemies that we face every day. And these are not just ordinary enemies. These are powerful enemies, because these are spiritual forces. We are not talking about people here as our enemies. No, these are spiritual forces. Because we are told, friends, that we don't fight against flesh and blood. We don't fight against people. But we fight against powers, spirit, rulers in the heavenly places. And they come, friends. One after the other, they come to oppress us. This could be the enemy of anger, hatred, bitterness, jealousy, envy, covetousness. All kinds of enemies will come, friends, and they will come to oppress us. And we are told that God can give us aid against these enemies. He can help us overcome all this. And we are told, friends, that men's help, they are worthless. Because how can they help when we are fighting against spirits? They themselves are battling against these spirits, friends. How can they help us? And so, friends, today, may we continue to trust in God as our deliverer, that He will come to demolish, to trample down these enemies. And there are also times, friends, when we get to battle against physical enemies like sickness. They come in all kinds of forms and shapes. Friends, these sicknesses can come to oppress us. And therefore, we got to trust in God to be our healer, our deliverer. Yes, there are times when men can help. But remember that our ultimate help is from God, because He will send people to help us. And so today, if you are battling against these enemies, trust in the Lord. Don't try to do it yourself, friends. It's a vain effort on your side. Rather, call on God who will help us. Yes, friends, these spiritual forces, these are mighty forces. But remember that God is greater than them. That's the reason why we are told that, yes, Jesus who is in you, who is in me, is greater than the devil who is in the world. So why don't we trust in the Lord, who is able to deliver us, who is able to save us against all these enemies? Then we shall have the peace that comes from Him, the peace that passes all understanding. Well, friends, many times we just wonder how we can possibly overcome all this. Yes, there is a way out, and that is the Lord Jesus Christ. Don't stay there too long, friends, so that you shall live in desperation. Many friends are living in anxiety, depression, because they just cannot get out of this enemies. Well, they cannot overcome them. They tried it with drugs, medicine, and everything else, friends, but these are of no help. So why don't you go to God? That's why your cry should be, Lord, give us aid against our enemies, for the help of man is worthless. And the Lord will come and trample our enemies, friends, and deliver us and give us victory. So, friends, trust in God. Trust in His mighty power. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. May His face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May He lift up His countenance on you and give you His peace, His shalom. God bless. See you next time. Bye.